I'm Tim Berrey, Director of Missionary Recruitment for Gospel Fellowship Association Missions. I'm standing here in the building of the Bob Jones Memorial Bible College in Quezon City, Philippines. This is our chapel area. Later this evening we'll be gathering for chapel. Students will come and hear God's word preached. This building is a testimony to what God can do when people surrender their lives to Him and let Him use them wherever He deems best. Let me take you up to the roof deck and let me tell you a little bit of the story. So here we are on the roof deck of the Bob Jones Memorial Bible College building. And again, this building is a miracle. You can hear the noises all around me. Quezon City is the most inhabited city in all of the Philippines. And God gave us here close to Quezon City Hall, very accessible. God gave us a wonderful piece of property. God used the gifts of God's people over several years to provide for this building. When I think of what God has done here, I think of what Jesus said in John chapter 12, where He said, unless a grain of wheat die, it abides alone. But if it will die, it will bring forth much fruit. This building is a testimony to the lives of missionaries who decided to sow their life like a grain of wheat and die to self and allow God to bring forth fruit through their endeavors. Here from the top of this building, you can see even some examples of the religious confusion that is all around us. In the background there, you can probably see a building that has a cross on top. That's the big Catholic church here, and everything circles around it. In the distance, I don't know if you can see a building in the distance that maybe looks like something you would find at Disney World. That is the international headquarters of probably the strongest and biggest local Philippines cult, Iglesia ni Cristo. And in the middle of all of that, God has put this building, and we're training here not just people from all over the Philippines, but even people from all over Asia. And they receive training here in Bible and in music, and they go back to their churches and they plant churches and they function as missionaries. And this is what God has done through people who decided that instead of living for themselves or just doing what they wanted or clocking into an 8-to-5 job, decided that instead they would take their one life and they would sow that one life like a grain of wheat, and they would die to self, and they would say, Lord, you put me wherever you want, and I will bring forth fruit for your glory. That is what God has done here through the lives of so many consecrated missionaries. Think of what God would do through you if you would say to Him, Lord, I give up the rights to my life. I die to self. I'll take up my cross. Lord, put me where I can best be used and where I can bring forth fruit for your glory. Would you think about that? And would you ask God to give you a work to do for Him?